I'm going to discuss failure, or more specifically, how to reduce failures in your pharma manufacturing processes. One of our clients was really struggling with high levels of failures. Despite their best efforts, numbers just continued to grow. By their own admission, they were failing to find root cause and things were getting out of control. Whenever we help clients, we always make sure we fully understand their situation before we offer any advice. This is what we found out about the client's processes. Let's start with what they did well. Firstly, they worked really hard to create a culture where problems and failures, no matter how big or small, were considered good. They took the attitude that the fastest way to improve is to learn from your failures. This encouraged everyone to raise failure reports no matter how small the incident. Secondly, they really understood their products and processes. They knew what was really important and what wasn't. Thirdly, they invested heavily in problem-solving techniques. People understood the mechanics of how to conduct a good failure investigation. What didn't they do so well? Where were they struggling? Well, they were simply swamped by the sheer number of failure incidents. They just didn't have enough resource to investigate every incident properly. Sound familiar? This led to delays in starting the investigations, which then compromised their quality. After all, if you don't start a failure investigation quickly, say within 2 to 3 hours of the incident happening, your chances of fixing the problem or failure are remote. They also treated each and every failure the same. They didn't prioritize based on risk, which is actually a very dangerous practice. Lastly, each investigation was conducted by just one very busy person. The good news is that by following our advice, they generated over £2.3 million in savings in just 2 months. Firstly, by closing over 476 outstanding or open failure reports. They reduced their backlog by 72%, as well as their stress levels. They also reduced the number of repeat failures by almost half. They improved their speed of response as well. They are now starting investigations within 30 minutes of failures happening. They are getting to the scene of the incident whilst the data and the memories of those involved are fresh. With our help, they also introduced a risk assessment process to help them prioritize or risk rank failure incidents. How did we help? Well, number one, we got our client to take the 80-20 approach. In our experience, Pareto was right. 80% of incidents are due to 20% of common causes. Fix these and you reduce 80% of your failures. We help them to trend their failures and identify the 20% of common causes. These were mainly due to system failures and poor workplace behaviours. No surprises there. Remember, investigating each and every incident in isolation is risky. Look for trends. Look for common causes. Number two, we help them to introduce FedEx days. This is when you complete the failure investigation and implement the solution in just 1 day. Just like FedEx, you deliver in 1 day. Number three, risk ranking. We help them to generate a customized, easy-to-use impact assessment form to objectively assess risk and prioritize or risk rank failure incidents accordingly. This allowed them to focus on what was really important. Number four, lastly, we help them to dramatically improve workplace behaviours by applying our B=MAH formula. We believe that behaviour at its simplest level is down to motivation, ability, and habit. So, if you're being stressed by failure and you want to generate similar savings, please give us a call. We can help you identify your 20% of common causes, show you how to run FedEx days properly, and work with you to design customized impact assessment forms to objectively and quickly risk rank failures. And lastly, we can help ensure that solutions are implemented successfully by following our behavioural formula. If you want free resources on what we've discussed, please visit our website or follow me on LinkedIn. There are lots of invaluable webinars, YouTube videos, and articles, all free.